Another one.
Salary negotiations. Well, maybe if that person from the previous one was to go through this question, then you probably wouldn't need 4 jobs to make 300K. Maybe it could be 2. We'll see, right? So this one goes. Is it stupid to ask for $5,000 annually more in salary and risk losing the job? So I recently applied for a job that was advertised as 90 to 95,000. I got an email today saying they would be excited to offer me the job. So because they're that, we're gonna give you a yeah, it's awesome. And especially if they're excited, like, because you can get offered a job and they're not really too excited, but there's no one else. So, but when they're excited, that's a really good sign. They realize I have to move cities for this, and they're very impressed with my experience. They're also offering me $90,000. Since I felt like I left an impression with my resume, and they're kind of desperate with filling this role, I want to ask for $95,000. But is this really silly to risk losing the job for $5,000? It's a family-run business, not a corporate one, which makes me worry I will scare them off. Also, side note, I really love this job, and it's paying double what I was getting in a different position, in a different profession, but still, it's also above average wage. It says, just to clarify, I have asked for financial help in relocating, and that was declined in the interview. Also, they mentioned in the interview, it is very hard to find someone with my profession. I know they will find it hard to find someone else. Well, the question is, let's start our timer. The question is, so there's a couple of things going. Number one, it's only $5,000 that you're asking for. If they are willing to let you walk away for $5,000, they'll probably fire you for less. Just saying. I'm just saying. And if you are really as skilled as you say, like asking for $5,000, it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? I honest to God, I was coaching somebody. They wanted to get into IT, into QA, but they were a product manager, and but for some crazy reason, they wanted to go to QA. So I'm like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" They're like, "Oh yeah. It's a passion, development, and QA and stuff like that." So when they finally got a development / QA offer, it was for like 90K, 95K. And then at the same time, they got an offer for product management. And
I appreciate you.
Shout out to you.
I appreciate you.
Shout out to Kevin Sloan. You guys are too much. You guys are too much. But all right, let's keep going with the question, right? Let's keep going. So they got an offer at the same time for a product management role for 120K. And they were like, what do I do? And they said, you know what? I don't really want this job. So I'm going to make them an offer that they have to refuse. So they were like, you know what? I'm going to ask for 140K. Yes, they asked for 140K. And the company came back and says, well, 140K is a little bit steep. Would you settle with 138K? Now they ended up making her an offer that she couldn't refuse. And she was like, well, sorry, QA. So if you could negotiate for an additional 20, then I'm pretty sure you can get an additional 5, right? Now, if they want to give you a hard time, then it's what's called a negotiation. At the same time, you did mention that this is double of what you're making. Even so, you can still ask. The worst they can say is no. Now, there has been in the past where someone did ask for more money, but it was like an egregious amount of money that they asked for more. And the company I was at was like, nah, that's not. And then they just totally took the offer off the table altogether. But maybe they were not a good negotiator. I don't know. My point is, like for 90 for extra 5, I'd probably go for higher. I'd probably go for higher, especially if it's true. If it's true that it's hard to find people to do that role, then you got the game on lock. You got the game on lock. And I don't think you should be afraid of any company. You know, if they need you, then doesn't that mean someone else might need you? And here's the play as well. Let's say they don't want to give you that extra 5K. And you say, okay, fine. They don't want to help you relocate. They don't want to give you the extra 5K. Okay, fine. You take the job. And now another company comes and offers you to do the same work an additional 10, 15, 20, 25K. What are you going to do? Are they going to match you? Or are they going to say, oh, no, you can go? No. So it's all about negotiation. The art of the deal. What are you going to do? Whenever they gave the range, right? They gave the range between 90 and 95K. So why not ask for 100? You got to remember, the company, they're going to do what's in their best interest. And you have to look out for yourself as well. If you're afraid to negotiate, then they're like, okay, cool. The budget might actually be like 120. The budget might be 120. So I'll definitely say, hey, I would ask for more. But asking for 5,000, that shouldn't be a big deal. If we do the math, right? An additional 5,000 breaks down to divided by it comes down to like a little under $200 every other pay period, every 2 weeks, right? So if they really want you, then they'll make it work. Or maybe it can be given to you in stock incentives or whatever. Who knows? I mean, it is a small company. Who knows? But it's possible. I wouldn't be afraid of $5,000. So that's my thoughts about it. Let me know what you guys think as well. Let's wrap that question up.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.
Enigmatic Joker.